What's going on, guys?
Repeat the question. Sit up straight, speak clearly, don't move the camera or the stool. You can move the stool up or down if needed, but that's it. Period. Okay, I know I'm gonna do Miss Panel. And I don't know, Miss King. God,
No, I'm doing Miss Ball for sure.
okay. Should we repeat it? Okay, so for our teacher shout out, that's gonna be so country.
We're gonna sound so
I'm gonna
cringy.
cringe when I'm watching.
If you have Ingomar students, they will not.
I want to give a shout out to all the janitors that work here and for them always being so encouraging and speaking anytime I'm going through the hallways, and especially to both Mr. Parks for always investing in me and showing me through conversation how much they care and urging me and pushing me to always do my best, and that no matter what happens in life that I can get through it and I can succeed and do whatever I dream to do. So thank y'all and keep it up because you're making a bigger impact on others than you realize. So thank y'all.
I like to give my shout out to Coach Pierce, being one of the best teachers in the game.
Shout out to all the teachers. Thank y'all so much.
Shout out to Miss Atkinson, Miss Clayton, and Miss Kent for getting me out of here a year early.
Of course, it'd be my dog, Miss Skinner. Miss Skinner, the real is like, she didn't help me through everything. She didn't make sure I was like, we eat every day. I like food. Like, who don't like food?
I already know what it is. Miss Atkinson, teacher shout out. Was good. One of the funniest teachers I've had since I've been here. Great teacher.
Mr. Langley for always helping me make it through my classes, and Mr. Ridgway.
Band folks, to Mr. Hopple, Miss Muncie, or Mr. Muncie.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Ayla. Man, she always on my tail, man. That's where she is. But I want to give her a shout out. Thanks for letting me eat a lot in your class.
Shout out to Miss Moore. She's an amazing person, and I recommend everybody to take a class. Love you, Miss Moore.
Okay, so my teacher shout out goes to Mr. Lehman. Without him, I wouldn't know anything about chemistry because he's the best chemistry teacher I've ever had. I'm also majoring in chemistry, so shout out to you for showing me what to do.
This my teacher shout out goes to Miss Kimberly Langley. I've had her for 2 years in a row for early childhood, and I love her to death. She's so sweet. She's easy to talk to, and you can just talk to her about anything that's going on in your life. She's not always about early childhood, and if it wasn't for her, then I wouldn't know what I'm going to do when I get to college. And so shout out to you, Miss Langley. I love you to death, and thank you for just everything that you've done for me.
Teacher shout out. I want to give a shout out to Ms. Langley and Ms. Kent. Thank y'all so much.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Harding and Miss Kent for helping me this year. It's been a long year, and I will miss y'all, and y'all always have a place in my heart.
We love y'all.
Love you. Peace out.
My teacher shout out will go to Mr. Hopple. All 4 years, band has been the best thing ever. So shout out Mr. Hopple. Love you, man.
Okay, I just want to give a shout out to Miss Langley. Thanks for always being a teacher that's been there for me and just being there for everybody, no matter what the situation is.
And then I want to give a shout out to Miss King because without her, I would never get my papers done, and she's helped me through so much as a senior.
And shout out to Miss Moore.
Shout out to Miss Thompson, Miss King, Coach Burt. Miss King and Miss Thompson, y'all are always there, supportive for everything. And Coach Burt, you make me want to hit you sometimes, but you are always, always there to push me to do my best.
Shout out to Coach Burt for making me run every day because I would be fat if I did. Thank you.
I was just going to say shout out to Miss King, shout out to Miss Greg, and shout out to Miss Casey. Shout out Miss King. Period. Shout out to Google, Siri, Mathway, Slater, Socratic, real OGs that got me through high school.
I think we should all shout out Miss King.
Shout out Miss King.
Shout out Miss King.
Shout out Allen. Shout out Miss Atkinson. Shout out Miss LaBella. Miss Kennemore. Shout out Miss Davis. Miss Thompson. Shout out Miss Aliff. Shout out Miss Abby. Shout out Miss Bright. Shout out Miss Lori. Shout out Mr. Farrell. Shout out Mr. Tony. Shout out
Mr. Laney.
Mr. Laney, shout out Mr. Langley, shout out Miss Panel, shout out Miss Speak, shout
Miss
out
Dawson.
Miss Dawson, shout out Miss Davis, shout out Miss Clayton, Miss Ty, Miss Ken, Mr. Jim, Miss Jim.
And my teacher shout out is to Miss Thompson. I'm sure you're editing this. I'm gonna miss you. You're great. Love you. Bye.
Shout out to Miss Kent, who's always been an encouragement and light in my life. My teacher shout out goes to Miss Mary Beth Muncie and Miss Allison Moore. I just want to say thank you for everything y'all have done for me and instilled in me, and I love y'all so much, and I'll miss y'all dearly.
Shout out to Ms. Farrell and Ms. Amy Cox. I'd like to thank y'all for what y'all have done for me and helping me conquer adversity, helping me reach my goals and do better for myself as a person and as a student. Thank y'all.
Okay, so my teacher shout out is to Sergeant Penn. He is literally a dad to me. During our senior trip to Six Flags, he let me call him Dad. And he just had like a really close bond with me, and he helped me grow and be who I am today. And I know I can trust him with anything and go to him for anything. So shout out to him. Love him to death.
So my first one's Mr. Muncie. I love Mr. Muncie. Mr. Muncie has been a great figure to look up to. Love that man. He is one of the best teachers I've ever had. Second one, Miss Muncie. I love Miss Muncie. She's a motivational person. She helps me and everything. And my third one, Scotty Shuttles. Scotty Shuttles. I had him as my gym teacher in 9th grade year, and I also had him in middle school. He's an awesome teacher too, and he's a great person to look up to.
And my teacher shout out is to Miss Mary Beth Muncie. Thank you for all that you've done for me. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for teaching me from 7th grade to 12th grade. I love you, Miss Muncie. Miss Gregg, for one. She's really great. She's really kind. Probably the kindest person I know. She's really sweet. Miss Panel really got me through math. Like, I don't think I'd ever made an A, like overall average, until I had Miss Panel, so that's really good. And then Miss Moore, she really helped me out a lot, sophomore and junior year. Like, you know that teacher that like checks in on you, like how you doing, like, but like not just, you know, she actually cares. And then Mr. Laney. I love Mr. Laney. Don't know why. He messes with me all the time, but Mr. Laney.
Mine would have to be Coach Couture, because he did tell me not to be average and to be more than that. So that's what I'm doing, and he's not here to see that. I'm proving it for you, man. Miss Clayton, because I struggled so hard in that class. Like, trust me, I study a lot. Like, I'm a hardworking school, but I cried so much in every class, but she has helped me get through that class in order to pass. So thank you, Miss Clayton, for that. Mr. Laney was so, like, helpful, and he was such a good teacher when he explained how to do things. And, like, he broke things down like a teacher should, you know?
Shout out to Miss Ball. She's always been a nice person, great attitude all the time. See you.
Shout out to Miss Gregg for getting me through 3 years of high school.
I'd like to send my teacher shout out to Miss Mary Beth Muncie. She has been just an amazing teacher for me ever since I was in choir in 7th grade, and it's really going to be hard to leave her because she's been such an inspiration to me. And even though I wasn't able to do choir for my senior year, it's still, I love you, Miss Muncie.
Alright, the teacher shout out is the people in the office. They are my inspiration.
My teacher shout out goes to Miss Aleph because I love her so much. She brings me so much joy, and she's adorable. I love her so much. Okay.
Okay, my shout out is Miss King because she's a really good role model. She's really strong. She's been through a lot, and she's honestly very sweet. She's helped me through a lot of the struggles that I've had, and she's been really understanding as far as getting classwork done goes.
I've had many teachers in my life, so if I were to give a teacher shout out, it would be to all of them, but especially the ones here at New Albany that I've had. Miss Moore, Miss King, Mr. Sanderson, Miss Hope, Miss Skinner, everybody that I've had because they've all helped me in the transition of moving here my senior year, and it wouldn't have been as easy as it has been if it weren't for them.
Miss Gregg, this is how I feel about not having you around next year. My teacher shout out goes to Mr. Wakecaster, my guard director, because he always knows how to lift me up when I'm down, which is actually not right. He always picks on me when I'm having a bad day, but that's okay because it cheers me up anyways. I'm gonna miss you, Way Way.
I like to give a teacher shout out to all of my teachers, not just one specifically. All of them. You've all had me. You've all been wonderful, got me through school, and every single one of y'all have made a difference in my life. Thank you.
So my teacher shout out goes to Mr. Hopple. Thanks for the best nickname. Martha, since 9th grade, the best teacher I can ever ask for.
I just wanted to give a teacher shout out to Miss Kent for being the best science teacher and one of my favorite teachers at the school.
I'm giving a teacher shout out to Miss Bowman. Thank you for running the Impacto program my junior year. You really helped me because you helped me decide what I want to do with my life, and that's a pretty big thing if I do say so. Thank you.
I like to shout out Miss Walker. She was a lot of help during these 4 years. She helped me do a lot, school-wise.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Atkinson because she taught me a lot, and she wasn't mean, but she was very much on you, and she made me a better person, and I love you, Miss Atkinson.
I want to thank all the teachers, especially the ones that proctored me in tests, for keeping me awake so I could pass my state test, and then also I want to shout out Mr. Laney for giving me coffee so I could stay awake in chemistry and pass. Thank you.
My teacher shout out goes to Miss King because Miss King always held everybody down. She made sure you got your work done. She made a way for everything to happen, and she took care of everybody. She was like mama all the time.
I just want to give a shout out to all the amazing teachers, the custodians, everyone here at New Albany High School for my amazing years here. Y'all all are just real helpful and you care about our education so much. And I wouldn't be where I am today without all these teachers that I trust and feel confident in me, with myself and my grades, and with all their help. So shout out to all of y'all working real hard here.